Welcome, brothers and sisters, in our Oneness with All the Stars, the holistic art of Dugukan. And today, we have this opportunity to make this live broadcast for all the brothers and sisters in our Oneness with All the Stars. So, today we will make distant energy healing for all the brothers and sisters that would like to connect the divine healing transmission of the Supreme Master of Wisdom, Supreme Superlight Angels. So before we go on with our activities today in this live broadcast, so my warmest regards again to all the practitioners of Angels Contact and Connection here in the country and also outside the country. I wish you all the best of vigor of spirit and positive energy at all the time. That's very important nowadays. And more of our activities of the Art of Life 172. And to all the light workers, you can also connect with this distant energy healing that we are going to make today in this live broadcast. And so glad today we are going to make this live broadcast and can deliver to you the important message coming from the bridging of the divine radiance of the Supreme Master of Wisdom, Akara Supreme Superlight Angels. And also prepare your glass of water. So we're going to include blessings of the water to make your water living water of life that can cleanse up negative energy contaminations and heal illnesses. So there are so many topics we should be talking today, and as part of the activities of the What's a Divine Revelation. And I'm still writing the book of Dugukan, the What's a Divine Revelation, Bridging the Divine Radiance of the Supreme Absolute for the entire humanity. And that's why there is Angels Contact and Connection. And it is actually for everybody to learn lessons that can put you aligned with the higher and the highest consciousness of the advanced universe. I'll just say it in such a way that brothers and sisters learning or practicing the Angels Contact and Connection, they are able to increase their vibrational frequency, aligning their consciousness with the positive vibrational frequency, which is very essential by this time. I said it's very essential because really nowadays positive energy is needed by everybody to maintain the balance of the peace and harmony. And we have the ongoing activities of the Angels Contact and Connection. And what's Angels Contact and Connection? So when you practice Art of Life, and this common, so familiar, people are talking about unidentified flying objects, and lessons are for Angels Contact and Connection before we do our distant energy healing anyway. So we'll talk about Angels Contact and Connection. And then so many sightings. Nowadays we can hear people talking about mysterious lights manifesting the skies and identified flying objects to refer to the higher beings. So many versions of information talking about higher beings are getting closer with the planet, and so many contactees as well delivering messages from higher beings. And they call it identified flying objects. Unidentified flying objects are UFOs. And in the practice of Angels Contact and Connection, you will not call them unidentified flying objects or aliens. You call them higher beings in the persons of the angels sent by God for us to be aided in our ascension of life into a higher dimension. So that's why there are lessons. The lessons we describe, we name Angels Contact and Connection for everybody to get to know more about mysterious lights manifesting the skies, because there are two of these versions. When we say unidentified flying objects, it could be advanced technology, or it could be really aliens. But when you practice Angels Contact and Connection, there is principle that we are going to realize as well. And that principle says we are not alone. So in the vastness of the universe, we are not alone. We are not just only the human civilization in the vast universe. So many things we need to know about the mystery in life. And we're talking about angels, contact, and connection. We're talking about angels sent by God for us to be aided the way we are going to ascend life into higher dimension. And there are lessons given to us for us to learn, to get to know about angels of the most absolute, angels of the omni. They say omni God. That is regardless of the name of your God. And they are actually really manifesting the scars visible with the human naked eyes. So when you practice your angels contacts and connection, you will really see them in forms of mysterious lights. And when you can activate, that's why there is the necessity to learn the lessons. Because the lessons are spiritual awareness, connectivity with nature, and realizing that you are not alone. There are angels getting closer with us right now. So we will be aided the way we are going to ascend life into higher dimension. So when you practice angels contacts and connection, moment you practice and join the online lessons, meaning actual practical lessons of angels contacts and connection at the designated time, you are able to see their presence by your naked eyes. And you can perceive their energies. So that's why you are not going to call them any longer unidentified flying objects, because there are lessons that will teach you that they are not actually aliens. They are not higher beings in the presence of the aliens or star brothers. They are angels from higher dimension, from the dimensions we can call advanced spiritual world, wherein that is the domicile or the dwelling of the most absolute, wherein it's so difficult in a way to discern this information without practicing the lessons we call angels contacts and connection. So that's why there are now practitioners of angels contacts and connection that turn into teachers of the art of life 172. And who are the teachers of the art of life 172? They are the teachers who had passed the Lightship initiation. It means to say they are given the authority of the Supreme Master of Wisdom, Supreme Superlight, and to teach lessons of angels contacts and connection. And there is the significance when you study the lessons, angels contacts and connection, because this is actually the actual practical lessons through private revelation. And you are going to practice the lessons that will go into the pattern with internal energy and beyond internal energy for the advanced lessons, cosmic force or spiritual energy, or you may call it advanced spiritual energies. And then the bottom line is good health. So that's why we are in this commandment of good health, practicing natural healing, which is very essential right now if you want to succeed in life for the noble cause of light. And then talking about light service, you want to use your life for the noble cause of light because you want to achieve eternal salvation of life. But what's made so interesting right now are those mysterious lights manifesting the skies. The people are so confused. What are really those mysterious lights manifesting the skies? Are they really unidentified flying objects in the presence of the aliens, higher beings getting closer? Right now, for us people in the planet, we will be aided by them, or they are going to help us, and that's really good. Or they are beyond the meaning of that. They are not really aliens. They are angels from the Supreme Absolute, which at by this time everybody has the divine callings in life. So that's why there is the lessons also included in the package of this information is the lesson inner callings for everybody. Everybody has its own divine callings in life, and then although it's different ways of divine callings in life, as everybody has a different destiny in life, and then we have this oneness with all, and then we come up also with one same goal, ultimate goal in life. And that is the ascension of life into higher dimension. And everybody is subject to ascend life into higher dimension so long as we know the secret in life, the ultimate purpose of our life here in the planet. That is the main point that the angels of the Supreme Super Light are manifesting the skies for us to know the secret of this life's ascension and to higher dimension as ordered by the Supreme Absolute. So really, really, God has divine love for everybody because He sent His angel for us to see the way of truth. We can ascend life into higher dimension, and the way to survive against the trials in life, against the negative energies, and so much negative energy right now in our surroundings, wherever you are. So much negative energy in your surrounding, which without your positive, strong, positive self-protection would be so difficult to topple down trials in life, to overcome all these trials in life. Because to cleanse up the negative energies which are blockages of your strength, inner strength, which is the foundation of your life, the foundation of your physical body to maintain good health, will need inner strength. Will need the divine connection of the Supreme Absolute. So that's why there are lessons given to us by the Supreme Absolute. And the lessons are commandments of good health. And then the very key to that is angels contacts and connection. Practice angels contacts and connection. And included in the package of angels contacts and connections are really commandments of good health. That's why in the book of Dugukan, volume 4, and then that is the Dugukan Energy Hilot Healing. Meaning Hilot is healing. That is Filipino originated healing art, natural healing or Hilot healing. It means natural healing. And in there are principles included, the 14 principles of energy healing. That is, energy healing is also known as magnetic healing or Reiki healing. And that is actually the fundamental lesson of the Wukan when it comes to magnetic healing or energy healing. And then it will go with the 14 principles of energy healing. It means that you have to master the 14 principle of energy healing, and then you do your energy healing safe and sound, because you are safety when you do your energy healing. Because in the practice of energy healing, this is just a sort of sharing information for everybody to know. When you practice energy healing without your powerful self-protection, it's really dangerous. Because that will force you to be contaminated with the negative energies from the external environment. When you are going to practice energy healing, you are going to transfer your energy to the recipient of your energy healing. But without you having powerful self-protection. When you have that kind of self-protection, fundamental also, that is also okay. That is useful. But there are moments, conditions in life, in the practice of energy healing, which fundamental shielding is not really powerful to protect yourself from the harms of the negative energy contamination. That is in the case of powerful energies also contaminating the energy body of the person victims of the negative psychic attacks. That means that when you do your energy healing and without your powerful shielding, that will allow you vulnerabilities with the negative energy attacks, which will cause you sickness, blockages of your good health. So that's why in the practice of energy healing, do not do energy healing simply without you knowing the principles of energy healing in advance. So that's why in the Dugukan Hilot Energy Healing, I am really simplifying the necessary things for your practice of energy healing. That is in the fourth book or fourth volume of Dugukan. And then for the advanced lessons of the Dugukan Energy Hilot Healing, you are going to practice mystical healing because there are so many kinds of illness or illnesses that could not be really cured by the material medicine. What do you mean by that? That means to say supernatural illness. It means illnesses without diagnosis. You cannot diagnose it by lab test. It means to say in the lab test, you cannot really find findings for that kind of illness unless you go with a mystical lesson. And in a mystical way, supernatural illness, you will find out that there is something fluctuate in the magnetic field of the energy body or contamination of the negative energy on your energy field that will cause you to block your energies and will cause you an illness. So you have to do energy healing under the principle of supernatural illness principle. You have to do the healing with application following the principles of energy healing and an advanced lesson. So you are sensitive with the energy, you can see the energy, or if you cannot see the energy, you can perceive there is in it energy. That's why sensitivity of energy is the first lesson that you must learn in the practice of energy healing. And then for the advanced lesson, mystical lesson. And what makes lesson mystical? That's because there are integration of supernatural energies. And where can you find the supernatural energies? So you have to practice the mystical formation of the lesson. From natural healing to supernatural healing, from supernatural healing into divine healing. And the divine healing is higher than the mystical healing. It's still mystical. So the 14 principles of energy healing, which is very essential. And then for the lessons of good health, of course, there are so many mental discipline that we can apply in the practice of energy healing. Practicing energy healing is also healing yourself. So that's why the Dugokan inner foundation or spiritual foundation, our activities are sharing lessons of natural healing for everybody. That's why we have done Hilot healing, and we are welcoming everybody to train Hilot healing under the coaching of the teachers of the art of life, who are teachers also of the energy healing of Dugukan. That is also one of the practices of the angels' contact and connection. So what's the best remedy anyway in the practice of natural healing? Of course, first is abstemiousness. You have to refrain yourself from doing something bad, such as destructive vices that can definitely ruin good health. And of course, lifestyle change. And then if our habit would be destructive vices, and that is actually negative energy. And we have this principle, positive energy attract positive energy. Negative energy attracts negative energy. So what if you are going to practice art of life every day? You are supplementing and feeding up substantive energies for your energy field. So that's why when you practice martial arts or any art that will involve development of the body, mind, soul, and spirit, you have mental discipline. You are going to apply mental discipline, exercise yourself, and then to the point that you are going to develop your body, mind, soul, and spirit, and not just only body, mind, soul, and spirit. And you go advanced lesson with the Dugokan, practicing 7 dimensions of your soul. So that is so important nowadays to have inner discovery. And that's why that's the main point of Dugokan. Lessons sharing with everybody is oneness with all the stars coming from the bridging of the divine radiance of the Supreme Master of Wisdom, Akadasa Supreme Superlight Angels. Okay, before we go on with our topic today, and again, my warmest regards for everyone, teachers of the art of life, 172, and for all the practitioners of the Dugukan, martial arts, healing arts, art of life, the light workers in the entire planet. We are one, and this one is with all. We might be having different belief, but in our concept of our one is with all the stars, we are really one, and this one is with all. That's why we are in these planets. We are united in this giant webs of positive energies. And we have this formula, receive, align, and adapt. We must receive, align, and adapt the bridging of the divine radiance of the Supreme Master of Wisdom, Supreme Superlight Angels. That is the divine love. Oneness with all the lights, oneness with all the stars, peace and harmony with all. We can create a giant tree with positive energies, changing this planet into really a paradise because of the positive energies. We are now sharing this oneness with all for everybody. That is very important for everybody to receive, align, and adapt. When I say receive, align, and adapt, the bridging of the divine radiance of the Supreme Absolute. Because there are now really angels getting closer with us. And it's up to you to open up your heart. When you open up your heart, you will see them. Not just only you can see them, you can hear their voices calling you to ascend life into higher dimensions. So align your consciousness frequency with the right frequency of the Supreme Master of Wisdom in the Watch of Divine Revelation, practicing the lessons of the commandments of good health. That is the practice of angels contact and connection. Art of Life 172. Okay, so before we go on with our topic today, my warmest regards to you, brothers and sisters. Okay, so Mrs.
Message from Abdig Mario Dakiwag. Blessed day SGMPS 172 and to all Dugukan stars. Watching from Brazil.
Yes, Abdik Mario, really regards to you and nice seeing you today, hearing you today. So, more power. Good luck.
Message from Abdi Kastuni Anamo. Good morning SGMPS 172. Watching you in Antipolo chapter.
Yes, Custody, Anamo, Abdik Custody. Really nice seeing you today. Regards, more power to you.
Message from An Arya Artines. Blissful day, Dugukan SGMPS 172 and to all Dugukan warriors.
Yes, Abdik Arya, blessed day to you. More power.
Message from Abdik BT Huyua. Good morning SGMPS 172 for watching from Bugo chapter.
Yes, Abdik BT, regards to you and more power sa Bugo chapter. Really nice listening you today. More power.
Message from Magaton Carmelita Dakiwag. Good morning SGMPS 172 and to all Dugukan stars. Watching from Cavite chapter.
Yes, really nice seeing you today. More power regards sa lahat ng mga taga Cavite chapter. More power to you. Okay, so always in our oneness with all the stars. So activate your vital force in the body. That's the secret of following the commandments of good health. To make the body stronger against viruses, you have to activate your vital force. The usage of the vital force, it is not just only for fighting martial arts. You have to practice martial arts, you have to develop your vital force. That is not just only for physical fighting. Vital force is used for divine healing. When your vital force is substantive, really activated, and then you practice divine healing, that means that you are having stronger energy connection with the advanced spiritual world because your absorption of the advanced energy coming from the advanced spiritual world, because you are being connected with the advanced spiritual world, would be stronger when you are going to receive that kind of energy. But if the vital force of the physical body is sleeping, that is so difficult to receive powerful energies coming from the advanced spiritual world, because the physical body cannot really survive with such kind of energy, stronger energy. And instead of having a good balance energy balance in the physical body, and it's increasing the energy of your physical body, and the physical body will experience energy imbalance, will static on its energy flow, because the stronger energy cannot really get inside the physical body or cannot circulate the physical body. It cannot really circulate in your physical body because it will cause you to static. It cannot really circulate, just like the blood. When the blood cannot really smoothly circulate the physical body, and then you have to experience something wrong on your physical body. If your blood is so sticky, so the circulation also just like molasses, it cannot really flow into your blood vessels, and you feel so heavily in your physical body. You're not feeling well because it's not really good circulation of the body fluids. The physical body has no good circulation, just like with the energy. In the energy tunnels, when energies of the energy tunnels cannot really circulate well, just like the blood, it will allow your physical body to feel heavily burdened by the new good circulations of the body fluids and the energy in your energy tunnels. So that's why vital force is really essential when you are going to activate vital force. But it is a question how you are going to activate your vital force. So, of course, exercise. And in the practice of the Dugukan, everything is made simple, practical for you to practice. So, how you are going to activate vital force? And then you are going to activate vital force, and then you are study ways, procedure on how you are going to activate your vital force. And you had memorized the procedures. But the problem is you do not do it. So, is it really workable? When you memorize the procedures but you do not do it. The same when you practice verse. You're memorizing so many verses but you do not practice that verses or those verses. Then it will never work in your life. The same way the energy healing. When you are going to practice vital force or when you are going to practice in your martial arts, develop your martial arts skills, and then you are memorizing the procedures, the theories, but does not mean that will allow you to really learn the lessons when you are not going to go into the actual practical lessons. So meaning you have to train yourself. Train yourself in the lessons of the Angels Contact and Correction or Art of Life 172. That is internal energy cultivation and the fundamental meaning. So you have to memorize the lessons, and after memorizing the lessons, and you have to enhance yourself with the flows of the energy. That's why that's the moment that you are going to receive a line under that, because you learn how to receive and you learn how to adjust the energy or adapting the energy. It's quite difficult to receive also when you do not learn how to adapt. Much more to receive the energy of the advanced spiritual world without you having that kind of knowledge how you are going to activate your internal energy. It means that's so difficult. So that's why we are just only in the belief system. The belief system will teach us the truth. That is the truth. You must believe the truth. And that will give you benefits. That's okay. But when it comes to bigger necessity of time, bigger necessity, and then sometimes our belief is not enough. Because we really, really need to do our lessons and actual inner cultivation for us to have really good health in life. So when we want to have really good health, how can we make ourselves really in good health, the best of vigor and spirit, without activation of the internal energy or vital force of the physical body? Is quietly difficult. So that's why we can only rely on our muscle energy. There are two kinds of energies in the practice of the Dugukan system. Either Hilot healing, or martial arts, or Eskrima, or bare-handed fighting. Because these are the energies that we are using every day. The energies which are we define into the fundamental, the external energy or muscle energy, and the internal energy or the bone energy. And different discipline when you are going to activate all those energies. For the external energies, you go into jogging every day, push up, dancing, running, and all those external methods of cultivation of your for bodybuilding. But when it comes to the internal energy, there are three things that you are going to enhance yourself. That is control your mind, control your breathing, and control your muscle simultaneously. So it's different when you say that I do not need to do any longer exercise because I'm working every day. Every day I'm having these exercises because I'm really working every day. That could be fall into the external method of exercises. For the internal method is different because you have to simultaneously practice all those three things. Control your mind, control your muscles, and control your breathing. So that's why you can only practice that when you go with the lessons of the Art of Life 172. And what's the difference between Art of Life 172, internal energy cultivation with different methods also or discipline of internal system of cultivation of internal energy? So the big difference in is actually, in particular, the Art of Life, it goes with the practical lessons with the skeletal formation of the cosmic force. Is there the skeletal lessons, formations of the cosmic force? Of course, that's why we symbol it into the sun logo. The sun logo, that is actually the combination of the two four corners. And then if you go with that pattern, and then you can get the skeleton movement of your gestures that will afford you to align with the higher cosmic force and even to the advanced spiritual world. That's why it's angels contact and connection. And it's so essential, so effective when you are going to practice that lesson. So that's why when you practice Tai Chi, for example, Tai Chi Quan, and then there are so many movements, which is so effective for your health. But what's big difference between Duokan system of inner cultivation? There is still big difference when it comes to the movement because the movement of Duokan is so simple. Everybody can practice because it's just simple sideward, forward, upward. It's just so simple movements of your hands and feet. Or it's so practical that you can simply memorize. And then when you are going to get your mastery, and then how you are going to get your mastery lessons, so memorize, remember, memorize, and then forget. To the point that you can really master the lessons. And that's the point that you can really realize what's the meaning of the naturalness lesson. And there's so many exciting things and you are going to encounter when you begin your practice of Art of Life, because you are going to develop your vital force. And how you are going to develop your vital force? Again, the answer is so simple. Practice Art of Life, angels contact and connection. It means that the very key or the key of all the keys for your development of the body, mind, soul, and spirit in your practitioner of Dugukan, development of your seven dimensions of your soul, and then you have to practice Art of Life 172. That's why when you're going to practice your energy healing, or magnetic healing, or Reiki healing, or pranic healing, and it depends on your term you're going to use to call it for your energy healing practice. And the practice of energy healing in Dugokan, it is combined with Hilot healing. So that's why Hilot is really broad meaning. That would involve, in summary, it is actually the principle of holistic art or code of life, because everything is included in the package of the system. So it's really interesting for every practitioner who really understands the significance of the lessons, because it's a code of life. When you want to become healthy, definitely you need to practice Art of Life 172. Why is it one Art of Life 172? Because everything you need in life is already there. That is the mystical number. It's different when you say the mystical number, your most famous number 369. And this 172 is actually sun modality wherein if you understand the formation because you practice the mystical lesson at the College of Mystery, Secret is Spiritual Secret, and then you are going to realize that you're having your oneness with all the stars. You're having your oneness with Divine Mother Nature, and every movement, even your breathing, and every breathing of your soul, if your soul will breathe, or your spirit will breathe, and every breath of life, there is the harmonic vibrational connection in oneness with the wholeness aspect of the meaning of the Absolute. That's why you are going to travel into higher dimensions, and then this higher dimension, another higher dimension, another higher dimension, and all the higher dimensions which you can really reach because you are afforded with that kind of energy built in with yourself. That's why at present life evolution, advanced inner information, you are not just really alone. You have your seven dimensions of the soul. And when you can harmonize body, mind, soul, and spirit, press the three dimensions of your soul, total of seven dimensions of your soul. And you need not any longer to feed up yourself with whatever kinds of material medicine. Because you yourself is already the medicine. That's why when you touch a person, and then the person will be shocked and realize that he was so sick. But moment you had touched him or her at the head or any part of his body or her body, and then she was healed just because you had the power of touch healing. When you watch someone and then someone is so sickly, and then someone realized that by mere watching, and then someone was healed because you watch him. It may say that you have the power of see healing and even the power of your mind, even distant healing. It means that at very far distance, and then you're just at your home and you think of someone and send healing to someone, and then someone is healed because you send healing to someone. Distant energy healing. That's why what's the big difference between energy healing and the divine healing? Energy healing, energy transfer, there's so many models of energy transfer. When you are going to practice internal energy and you can transfer your energy to the recipient, your energy in the physical body, and you can transfer energy and you can share energies to 2 to 3 persons, and then that will exhaust your energy. But it is a question. What if you are going to send energies for thousands of people through your energies there in your physical body? Can you do that? And then if you are exhausted of your energy when you send energy, transferring your energy to 3 persons, then how much more for thousands of people that you are going to share your energy with all those people? It means to say that you cannot really do that because that will exhaust so much your energy. And it cannot be really done. So, what method of energy healing that you are going to practice? So, the method of energy healing that you are going to practice if you want to heal countless of people, even aliens, even elementals, insects, and everything, you want to send energy through you, is divine healing in the Method of the Art of Life 172 Foundation. Why is it in the Method of the Art of Life 172 Foundation? Because the Method of the Art of Life 172 Foundation is a code of life, being connected with the Supreme Absolute, and that's why there are angels right now, just right there in the heavens above you, watching you, getting closer to you, and waiting for you to open up your heart, so you are going to receive the truth of the Supreme Absolute. Receive, align, and adapt. The bridging of the divine radiance of the Supreme Master of Wisdom, Supreme Superlight Angels. So that's why for all the practitioners of Angels Contact and Connection, you have already given the divine connection of Supreme Master. And it's up to you to enhance yourself with that. Enhance your divine connection with the Supreme Absolute. Do not go with the blockages. Do not be overwhelmed with all those trials in life. You have the power to overcome, to cleanse up all those negative energies, to rid of all those blockages in your life, because you are given that kind of light from the Supreme Master, Supreme Superlight Angels. Only that you have to do is to wake up your vital force. So you are going to receive, align, and adapt the bridging of the divine radiance of the Supreme Master of Wisdom, Supreme Superlight Angels. It will go through the entire dimensions of your soul without blockages, because you have your vital force activated in you. Okay, so message.
Message from Haliging Lubas Nards Hernaez. Mayong buntag SGMPS 172 and to all Dugukan stars. Watching from Antipolo, Manila, Luzon, chapter.
Yes, regards sa lahat ng mga taga Antipolo chapter. More power, Lubas Nards, always in our manage with all the stars.
Message from Matan Chirel Quijano. Good morning SGMPS 172. Watching live broadcast in the heart of the city of Cebu, Philippines.
Yes, Matan Chirel Quijano, good afternoon, good day to you. Regards sa lahat ng mga taga Dugukan Cebu Hilo chapter. More power.
Message from Igmat John Ray Ko. Blissful day SGMPS 172 and to all supreme superlight angels, divine beings from advanced spiritual world, and to all Dugukan stars around the world. All the way through the
Yes.
oneness of all the stars.
Yes.
Watching here during hospital duty of Tagum City. Salamat sa tanang mga wisdom.
Yes, Igmat Jenry ko sa Tagum chapter. More power to you. That's why really serving for the noble cause of life, helping the healing of life. So, more power. With regards sa tanang mga kaubanan ni mo diha sa hospital. Really good job. More power.
Message from Haligi Ani Balendes. Good morning SGMPS 172 and everyone. Happy watching the live broadcast, giving us more blessings and enlighten our souls.
Yes, Ligi Ani Balindis, more power to you. Always and everyone is with all the stars. In few minutes from now, we will begin our descent energy healing. And prepare your glass of water. So we're going to include blessings for the water. To make water living water of life. Is it really possible to make water living water of life? Divine Mother Nature is really essential and has that kind of energy function. That's why it's really divine. Feeding up life, substantive energy for a person that knows how to activate. So it's kind of energy within. So blessing the water to make the water living water of life. That's because there is substantive energy coming from the Supreme Master of Wisdom, Supreme Superlight Angels. And that's why it can cleanse up negative energy contaminations and can really heal whatever problems do you have in your life. Because negative psychic energy attacks will contaminate the energy body and could not be taken by just application of material medicine. When you have that kind of water, living water of life, negative energy contamination, demonic positions, even negative karma, and all those negative connections from the present life or from the previous life, and then even from the or coming from the future life. Because in higher dimensional foundation of your consciousness, in higher frequency, past, present, and future is they are actually one. It means to say here because we are here in this third dimensional foundation, third frequency vibrational, and we believe that there is past, there is present, and there is future, because this is the surroundings we are observing every day. And when you begin your lessons of the advanced spiritual study, and then that is regardless of time, even regardless of space. Only that we really need to go deeper knowing about these lessons in life, because so difficult also to realize the meaning of the truth of this when we do not really activate our spiritual understanding. And that's why a big question mark also if how we are going to activate our spiritual understanding. Because everybody is intelligent. Everybody is that kind of intellect. So wise. But the thing that we are going to activate is the kind of understanding which is spiritual understanding. That's wisdom, which is the first lesson, mother lessons of all the lessons. The first mother lesson of all the lessons is wisdom. And without activating our seven energy centers or the psychic channels of the physical body, we cannot really activate that kind of spiritual understanding. So that's why it cannot be taught by anybody, person, or human being at the consciousness of third dimensional frequency. It can be only be taught by the Supreme Master of Wisdom through his angels, through his moon and dream and Balhangan angels, through the force of the Spirit of the Supreme Infinite. So we need the lessons for that. Without having the lessons, it's impossible for us to be able to activate the kind of spiritual understanding enough to understand the mystical point in life that will lead your ascension of life into higher dimension. So, is the quiet little lesson in life now to realize what are the things that will really matter in life. The things that will really matter in life, I will tell you the 7 steps of inner discovery. Because those are actually the lessons given by the Supreme Master, actually needed by everybody, for us to survive the trials of life in the planet, for the viruses, and for the negative energy contaminations, from the negative psychic attacks, from the chemical or biochemical poisons, and for every negative energies that can contaminate with the energy body. So we have the first formula, the Ascension Oil. So the Ascension Oil will protect you. That's why I'm always repeating and repeating Ascension Oil. And you have to apply your Ascension Oil. But I know that not so many people and even practitioners are not really applying the Ascension Oil because there's not much enough supply for the Ascension Oil. Unless someone will do for the production enough production for the Ascension Oil. So if we are leveraging the numbers of the practitioners and we help all together to create the Ascension Oil, and I will bless the Ascension Oil, so it will become Ascension Oil, and then we have enough supply. Because that is not for the market. That is for the cultivation. So that's why it is really sacred, Ascension Oil. It means that you cannot buy it in any of the pharmacies or you cannot really buy it in the marketplace. You can only get it when you abide with the ways of the practice of the lessons of the art of life. So when you are a practitioner of Dugokan, so you'll have it, or through the teachers of the art of life. But if you are going to create that, and then you cannot do that because it needs lessons of the Supreme Master. So, second is the sight. That's why it's so big interpretation and so deep needed knowledge for that. What is the sight? Everybody can understand sight. Sight is a place. But the sight actually in talking is different sight. Because there is the clear definition for that sight. Sight where there is governing star formations, Palace of the Olympic Stars formations. The things that I'm talking right now could be understandable by practitioners of the Angels Contact and Connection. But involved for the rest, brothers and sisters, those things are not really familiar. That's why I'll just say that by this time it's so common by the people in different parts of the world. There are presences of unidentified flying objects, mysterious lights manifesting the skies, and light workers are calling them star brothers, higher beings, or aliens, or different names. But then those are really interesting. As I said, those are really interesting because there are the keys to life's ascension into higher dimension of those mysterious lights manifesting the skies. And what are those keys? Keys that will activate your light, your consciousness, your energy, that you can ascend life into higher dimension. First, you can activate the informations of your advanced spiritual function deep within you. And those mysterious lights would have that kind of connection in you. And how is it possible that those are mysterious lights manifesting the skies and those have connections in you? What kind of connection that I'm talking about? So that's why it needs a more inner discovery. In some other places, outside the country or even in the country, in this country itself. So there are people who are really amazed of mysterious lights manifesting the skies, and then they spread the news. There are mysterious lights, UFOs manifesting here in this place, and people are so amazed with those sightings. Then I said that every day there is sighting. Every day there is sighting when you practice the lessons of Art of Life 172. So that's why is the sight that one of the meaning of the sight that I am referring in the seven steps of the inner discovery. So the meaning of the sight where there are always manifestations of those mysterious lights the common people describe into unidentified flying objects. Okay, so more power and always in our one is with all the stars. So in 5 minutes from now, we will begin our descent energy healing. Okay, so Minsay, Mrs.
Message from At-Anay Tereso Gamutan. Good morning, SGMPS 172.
Yes, Matanite. Good morning to you and more power.
Message from Abtik Belinda Adornado. Good morning po, Supreme Master Wisdom Makadastar, SGMPS 172, Supreme Superlight Angels, and to all the Wukan stars.
Yes, good morning to you, Arctic Linda. More power to you. Okay, so today is really good energy. This is 2024, and I would say that more of the activities in this year, and in fact, the activities are really their activities are ongoing activities for the bigger activities that I'm referring for this information, and then the rest activities would be coming. So we must prepare for the bigger events of time. And how you are going to prepare for the bigger events of time. Develop your vital force. Practice angels contact and connection. We will make it simple. When I say develop your vital force, develop your internal energy. You have your two divisions of energy in the actual practice of your life, the way you survive life here in the planet. Do not just rely on your external energy for the fundamental. It means that do not just rely on your strong physical body. There is no strong physical body because the physical body is carbon atom life foundation. It is really vulnerable with illnesses. Could be infected by the virus, could be harmed by poisons, or could be contaminated by the negative psychic attack, or whatever kinds of the blockages in life, trials in life. So do not just only rely on your external energy. Rely on the power of the force of the Spirit of the Supreme Infinite to protect yourself. And that is mostly essential because when you want to ask what is the essential thing that will really matter in your life nowadays, and the answer for that is your vital force or internal energy, because your internal energy will afford you, will allow you to receive the bridging of the divine radiance of the Supreme Master of Wisdom, Supreme Superlight Angels. It means that so many people would like to receive, but it could not be received the way the body is not really open for that. Although how effort do we really do in our lives to receive, but without the activations of our internal energy, without the opening of the advanced information of our spiritual function, those bridging of divine radiance, those blessings of the Supreme Absolute for you, for everybody, and for the entire planet, could not be really received by someone or for anybody, because it will just only create energy imbalance. So instead of positive energy, negative consequence will come into someone that will receive so much energy, but the body is not really enough for that. The body is not really fit to that kind of energy. So that's why there's actually the message now coming from the Supreme Absolute through the functions of the lessons. Receive and adapt the bridging of the divine radiance of the Supreme Master of Wisdom, Supreme Superlight Angels. Why is it in such a way the statement really goes? Receive, align, and adapt. Because to receive is really difficult and could not be really done without you learning the lessons, because you cannot really argue with your vital force. And when you have that kind of vital force, and you are going to receive really so much energy from the advanced spiritual world, and then it will create energy imbalance. That's the reason why the greatest power of the universe is equilibrium. It's balance. Without you learning the meaning of the equilibrium or balance, and then that is blinding ignorance. It means that why do we really need so much energy? And then we are not really learning the lessons of activation of our vital force in the physical body. And then that kind of energy will just only give us negative consequence in our life. But another thing also, if we do not do also the lessons, and then we'll just allow blinding ignorance, and they will be devoured by the so much weakness to the point that we will be toppled down by the enemies in life. We will be toppled down by all those trials, by all those blockages, if we do not go into the activations of our divine radiance deep within us. That's why there is the necessity for everybody, a thing that will really matter in everyone's life. That is the vital force. And when you want to be healed on your illnesses, you want to be healed on your blockages in life. Can you do that without powerful energy? Without the substantive force of the Spirit of the Supreme Infinite? Or in religious term, without the Holy Spirit? Can anyone accept the Holy Spirit without opening the heart? Because the meaning of the opening the heart, that is your divine consciousness, divine vibrations, or positive energy of your consciousness, energy, light, life. And if you are going to look at yourself, is it really, do you have the heart, that kind of heart that can receive, align and adapt advanced energy coming from the advanced spiritual world? You have the heart. But that kind of heart is a human heart, which is not enough because it could not really receive that kind of energy coming from the advanced spiritual world. It means that you're just only dreaming, and that is actually the biggest illustration of the illusion of the third dimensional reality. Because everything that you will see and everything that you can perceive and even feel within your heart is illusion. And what makes that illusion? That's because you're just only seeing the very little part of your heart. And for the trillions and trillions of cells of the physical body, and each cell is a heart or has a heart, it means that we have so many hearts. And that the kind of the heart that we are going to activate is the kind of the heart that has the capability to receive, align, and adapt the bridging of the divine radiance of the Supreme Master Wisdom, Supreme Superlight Angels. That's right. Do not just only practice energy healing. This is actually the technique. Do not just only practice energy healing, magnetic healing, or what do you name by that kind of practice for your energy healing. Practice divine healing by the method of the Art of Life 172, because that is the method newly released update from the advanced spiritual world. And when you are going to be scientific in your practice of the lessons, you must be able to practice the lessons released. Angels, contacts, and connection. And that is the secret in life. Practice angels, contacts, and connection. When you are able to practice angels, contacts, and connection, and that's the beginning of your understanding for the deeper meaning of your life, for the deeper meaning of your way to know yourself, and that will make the big difference. Okay, so it's time to begin our distant energy healing right now. Okay, so we will begin our distant energy healing right now. So all you have to do is just to connect with my hands. And I am going to request the blessings of the Supreme Master of Wisdom, Supreme Superlight Angels, to send healing for everybody that will connect with this divine healing transmission. Connect. pick up your glass of water, and I'm going to request blessings for the water, for all the waters, or for the brothers and sisters, or everyone that will connect with this divine healing transmission, that your water will be blessed by the power of the Supreme Master of Wisdom, Nardi Mercy come divine healing command of the Supreme Superlight Angels. You can drink your water. And also for everybody that would like to receive divine healing connection from the Supreme Master. When you are going to receive this connection, you can do your energy healing or divine healing. Connect with my hands, and I'm going to request the blessings of the Supreme Master of Wisdom, Supreme Superlight Angels, Nordium or Circum Command for divine healing. That everybody will connect with my hands will receive divine healing connection. Is done. So it's really nice seeing you today, brothers and sisters, in our Oneness with All the Stars, and ang atong pasalamat or gratefulness for the blessings of divine healing, the protection, and everything from the Supreme Master of Wisdom, Makara Star Supreme Super Light Angels. And more of the activities, really more of the activities in our Oneness with All the Stars, which I hope that everybody can connect, because this energy is really useful for your powerful self-protection. And in the way we are going to ascend life into higher dimension, will be aided by the angels of the Most Absolute. Okay, before we are going to close the screen.
Message from Anjen Lauren Valmores. Good morning, SGMPS 172 and everyone watching live here at Tubukan Cebu Hilot Center, Cebu City. More power to everyone.
Yes, Anjen, really nice seeing you today. More power to you.
Message from Magaton Rachel Ibarsabal. Good morning, SGMPS 172 and to everyone here watching from Negros Oriental.
Yes, Rigel, more power to you, and regards to all the brothers and sisters there in Negros.
Message from Magaton Jesnel. Good morning, SGMPS 172 ug sa uban.
Yes, Makaton Giselle, good morning to you, more power.
Message from Igmat Kamangyan Karen. Good morning, SGM ug sa tanang mga dugukan stars. Ang akong giunahuna mo balik ka og broadcast ug daghang salamat kaniya kakaron madungog namo og sa tanan. Daghan kaayong salamat.
Yes, Auntie Karen, really nice seeing you today. So your psychic power is really working. That's why it's really right. More power to you.
Message from Michelle Kapling. Watching in Michigan, USA. Good evening, SGMPS 172.
Yes, Michelle, really nice listening you today. More power and regards to you.
Message from Apti Krumi Sato Arisgado. Maayong udto SGMPS 172.
Yes, mayong unto kanimo. Ate Krumibuy sa to arisgado macho. Really more power to you. And also regards to Brother Elmer Morelsa. I see you here in the screen. And really nice seeing you today. More power. To all the brothers and sisters. So this is just part of our activities, live broadcast. And I hope that I could make live broadcast to see you all, brothers and sisters. So it's really my pleasure to see you all in this way. Although we are far, but we're so closer. As we have this oneness with all the stars. So only that the time is not really giving us opportunity. So that's why it's really good today that we have this live broadcast. And I hope that we can do it the next time. And then we will find way to do that. Because as I said, there's so much activity right now. And for all the brothers and sisters, practitioners of Dugukan and not yet practitioner of Dugukan, have the best of vigor of spirit. And then the angels of the Most High are really coming. Why they are coming? Because there are also coming bigger activities. Is served by the Supreme Master. There are really coming bigger activities that the world will experience. And that the people must prepare. When I say must prepare, because that's really the message from the above. Must prepare. You should prepare. We should prepare. So we can really, in the way of the art of life, never in the way of the art of distraction. So simple definition, art of distraction, blinding ignorance, and all the rest, human weaknesses, alien weaknesses. And then, when it comes to art of life, that is commandments of good health, spiritual awareness, connectivity with nature. We are not alone. And then we'll come up and do the 4 mother lessons of all the lessons. Practice art of life. And it's all for everybody. And we must all, everyone, all, even aliens, must ascend into higher dimension, into the supreme governance of the infinite cosmic family of life, to be with God, to be the supreme, with the supreme absolute, only God Most High. Most High. Okay, so that's all for today, and until the next time, I hope to see you all the next time. More power and have the best peace and harmony with you wherever you go. The spirit of Dugukan will be with you. More power.